Hey everybody, I'm Canon Explorer of Light David Bergman. You might know me as Luke Combs' tour photographer, but I've photographed hundreds, if not thousands of concerts over the years. I've got my hands today on the brand new Canon R6 Mark III. It's a 32 megapixel body, and what I'm gonna do is show you what a day in the life is like when I'm on the road. I've got the uber talented singer-songwriter Caylee Hammack here, surrounded by an all-star cast of musicians, and we're at the historic Exit Inn. Let's make it happen. It really is awesome when I'm working directly for the artists because I have all access to go anywhere and document anything I want. That usually starts in the morning with load-in when the band sets up their gear. It can be kind of dark since the stage lighting isn't on yet, so I've got my RF 24-70mm f2.8L IS USM lens on the R6 Mark III. No matter how dark it is, I don't even think twice about pushing up my ISO because the images look so good even at crazy high ISOs. These are at ISO 8000 and you can't even tell. So concerts aren't just about the show. During the day, sometimes I like to make portraits, and we're lucky today because Caylee's name is on the marquee. This is a legendary marquee, so I want to take her outside. I want to make some portraits of her. The R6 Mark III has fast flash sync speeds with up to 400th of a second when you're using a speed light on camera in sync speed priority and crop modes. That allows you to control your ambient light when mixing it with flash. This happened to be an overcast day, so I didn't need to go that fast, but it's nice to have the option on a sunny day. All I did was put my Canon EL5 speedlight in a photo umbrella and triggered it with the ST-E10 wireless transmitter. It's a super simple setup that's easy to travel with and lights up Caylee's face on this gray day. Throughout the day, I'll try to photograph whatever happens. People think it's wild and crazy backstage, but most of the time, it's really just the band members relaxing and getting ready for the show. Wardrobe, hair, and makeup are all important ingredients to giving the fans a great performance, and I can bring those fans backstage through my camera. I love that I can choose to use the mechanical or the electronic shutter. I go electronic in situations like this, so I'm completely silent. It allows me to be a fly on the wall and not be a distraction while everyone's getting ready for the show. The last few minutes before showtime, that's my favorite. When the band huddles up, they get together and get psyched up for the show. I can use the vari-angle screen to easily get any camera angle that's going to help me to get a unique look. The R6 Mark III also has a cool feature that I've been using in the R1 for a while called Register People Priority. Ahead of time, I'll just take a few photos of Caylee and register them in the camera. When I'm in a situation like the huddle, I want the autofocus to lock on her. Since she's registered in the camera, the autofocus will prioritize her when it sees all of those faces. And then it's showtime. This is what it's all about. I like to use two cameras at a show so that I can quickly switch back and forth from wide to tight without missing any of the action. I've got the 24-70 on one and the RF 70-200mm f2.8L IS USM Z lens on the other. Now I've shot a lot of sports over the years and I like my concert photos to have that same level of energy. Most of my focus is going to be on Caylee, but I've always got my eyes on every band member. If I think the guitarist might be about to do something cool, that's when I'm glad the R6 Mark III shoots up to 40 frames per second with a 20-frame pre-continuous shooting mode. That means as long as I'm holding the shutter button down halfway, I'll have 20 frames before I even take the picture. With eye and face detection using the Digic X image processor and dual pixel CMOS AF2, the focus system on the R6 Mark III locks onto my subject. All that put together means that when the action happens, I'll have an entire sequence of images so I can pick the best moment of peak action. The R6 Mark III also has a massive buffer and takes both UHS-2 SD and CF Express Type B cards, so I can shoot a lot more of those 40 frames per second sequences. I usually shoot in C-RAW, so I'll get about 280 shots before hitting the buffer. You'll get 150 in RAW and a whopping 330 if you shoot JPEGs. It's kind of mind-blowing when you think about how much data is moving around so quickly. Huge thanks to the Exit Inn for having us here today and to the talented musicians who worked on this with me. Caylee Hammack, Dave Nassy on guitar, Lane Faulkner on bass, Carson McKee on fiddle, and Elizabeth Chan on drums. The cameras, man, they keep getting better and better. The R6 Mark III is no exception. It's got a bunch of the features of its bigger brothers like the R1, but at a lower cost. My goal in documenting a concert is to make the fans who were there feel like they're back at the show. And I want the fans who weren't there to wish that they were. If you can imagine it, you can capture it.